Ekudi Kabena Hey Tamie Bua Nadentia Ekudi Uri Hami Sese dia mi fieri dana manfo na fe dia mi yeni de oh nat oh ajiso oh aye mati nanso mirikashi oh oh ebe oh aye mati
Jankaba, Mina na what you no Jaffu Wahi. Me too many and sa, there was your food in a railway jamming. Oh, where I am at it. Now so many in a Mackenzie, American country.
Say, dear, me very done.
Jerry Hanson is one of the pioneers of Ghanaian highlife music who tried to expose the Ghanaian highlife to the whole world. And one who believed that a musician should be, one who creates his own work and not one who imitates others. So Jerry Hanson to me was the total musician who wanted to establish the Ghanaian highlife on the world stage.
I remember when I was growing up, Ramblers was very, very popular. Everywhere you go, you see people, you hear people playing his music. People see you and they say, hey, that's Jerry Hanson's son. And it makes you feel, proud. He was already famous. His music was everywhere, on the airwaves, everywhere, on TV. He was always playing at the Star Hotel, Ambassador Hotel. So he was already famous. So we grew along that line.
On the family side, I would say the perfect gentleman, the father figure, a disciplinarian, and somebody who always instilled in us the belief that success always comes with hard work. So on the family side, I would say Jerry Hanson was a very down-to-earth person, a very practical, who loved his music.
He was a very quiet and loving person, and he was always full of jokes. So most of the time, especially on weekends, you have a lot of his friends coming to visit, and that's where you hear a lot of his jokes, and you hear people laughing and breaking his glass table. He had a special glass table in his living room, and I don't know why he cherished that table so much. And when he brings his friends over for maybe a drink, they end up dancing, and then accidentally someone will step on the glass table, and that's it, the table will be broken. And yeah, he feels bad, but he won't show it in their presence. When they are gone, then he'll start complaining. He was a very nice man. He made sure every time we were happy. He will come to your room. When I was growing up, I remember when I was growing up, he used to come to my room very early in the morning, wake me up, and then he would chat with me, ask me a few questions. He wants to know if everything is okay with me. Yeah. All in all, he was a good dad. He was a good dad. He was a caring dad.
If you come into the house, he doesn't discriminate. Everybody in the house is his son or daughter. He never discriminates and doesn't get angry quickly. He's a type of person, a jovial person you would love to stay with.
A great musician has fallen, and it's going to be a great loss. There won't be any replacement. I don't think we can ever replace him, because internationally he made it. He promoted high life, and he put Ghana on a certain level. And because of what he has done or what he did, people still come down to Ghana, do this research into high life. And I mean, I don't know. He'll be missed. He will be missed. He will be missed.
I thank him very much for being a very good dad, being a gentleman, and for showing people that musicians are not just the rough type with rasta hair and those kind of things, or dressing shabbily, and musicians can be gentlemen. Doctors have played for Ramblers, and for leaving a legacy that I know his name will still live on, and that the Ramblers is now known all over the world, not only in Ghana. Because I go to places in London and people just, recognize me by the name, and they keep referring to those the 60s, 70s, and that's what it should be. I feel very proud to be called his son, because he's left a legacy, and that is something we have to build upon.
I'd like to tell them to take heart. We all take heart, and they take the steps of their father. And then the musicians, they shouldn't be miming. You want everybody to learn something, at least an instrument, not miming type. When you are good at guitar, do it well. At trumpet, trombone, everything, you do it well. And this is what he always wanted them to be.
One of the greatest Ghanaian musicians has passed away and is being buried today. It's a tragedy to the music world. We'll miss him well, very, very much. I've known Jerry Hanson since I was 10. The first time I saw him play was at the opening of the shoe factory in Kumasi, where he came out with Work and Happiness. He lived very close to me in Koligono. He lived in Koligono for a long time, very near my own home, where I live today. So he was somebody we knew and we admired a great deal. He was very friendly, he had a great sense of humor, and he was a master musician. So therefore, a man I've known, a man who's been an icon on the Ghanaian music and entertainment scene, a great Ghanaian, has departed this world. And I think my condolences go to the entire family, his friends, to his band, and to the entire country, Ghana.
I would say Uncle Jerry stood for big band music. When we talk about big band music, we mean a band with a very large horn section, where you can have about 2 tenors, 2 alto, 2 trombone, 4 trumpets. That's very big. So when they sound, it's a big band, sound. And he did it so well. Recorded so many hit after hit, classic after classic, high life music. And what that has done is now we have more horn players in Ghana, and most of them take their basics from Jerry's music, Ramblers music, If you now all these young guys are playing these lines, So it is really helping, which means his music is going to live on, for a long time. I remember in London, I went to Stan's music, and the manager, who is my friend, called me and said, "Professor, I've got this music. It's so wonderful. Why are you guys not making music like this anymore?" And when he played it, it was Jerry Hanson's music. They did a collection of Jerry Hanson, and it was amazing. The man, and he said this is the best-selling record in the shop. So he has done a lot.
We have lost a great composer, arranger, performer, saxophonist, somebody we will never forget in our life, as long as music is concerned. He had done so much for this country in terms of music. He had all the patience in the world. I remember when I was the president of Musician Union of Ghana, he was one of my big advisors. And to tell you the truth, this man is whatever he advised you, it worked. What can we do? For the life there, it comes and goes. Now it's gone. There is nothing we can do. All we have to do is to pray for him and then to look at the youth for Almighty God to help them so that we can emulate, somebody like this. May Almighty God put him in the resting place.
His sense of humor. He has a very subtle and very high sense of humor. Okay. Anytime we traveled with him, it is not like he's picking on people, but he will have something to say to something very humorous about one person. And then either in a band, when we are in a bus, everybody will take over. He was very dynamic. Jerry actually knew music. Most of the songs that was played in Ramblers, most of the songs that we played, he brought them up, he harmonized it. I was also a musician because I was the organist. So we harmonized the music, and then the music was taught to everybody, and then we played together. So he was really a real band leader.
Well, I think that he's done a fantastic job because, we live as musicians, we live by our music. Not many get the tag of evergreen. I think that if your music is able to sustain decades upon decades, then obviously you are a very important musician, or you go past the legendary status. And I think that he's one that will be remembered as such. And as we, the Musician Union of Ghana, we see him to be an emblem because he's our first president.
Jerry Hanson did not get to this level because he laid in bed and then kept scribbling things. No, he actually worked at it, and he was actually an intellectual too. I'm not talking about intellectual in the definition of the academic world, but anybody who is actually producing anything from his intellect is the right intellectual. And he did that, and he achieved quite academically and also in his field as well. So I don't think that anybody at all can take anything from him. He actually inspired all of us.
Jerry is a man that, we respected him. What I can even respect him more, when the American played Knock on Wood, he tried to play Knock on Wood in terms of Ghanaian Harlem way. When he started it, the people that we are playing James Brown music, like as well as it's happening now, you were laughing at him. My man couldn't even speak the good English, so look at what he's playing. But later on, we realized that that is the concept of Ghanaian way of playing. It can even happen that Knock on Wood is now evergreen. It doesn't expire. Everybody loves it every day. And this man have done a lot of good music to the nation. Concerning about funeral, wedding, happiness and everything. He did so many things for the nation. And even he was the only person which maintained his band from 60s up to date. Still around, blessed, still existing. And you can even see the young guys, he trained them, they were playing the same music as he used to play. So for Jerry, he's a very good man. And may God bless him. That is why we are all mourning for him.
Jerry Hanson sold equipment at a particular time when there was no
opportunity to find equipment, and to me that helped us form so many bands. So I remember Jerry and Kim Bruce in that light. Today it's a different day. We have equipment, and so that's one major part that he did to help the youth.
If we're playing High Life today, it is because our father, uncle, friend, and brother paved the way, prepared the way for us. Yes, we will miss him, but we still playing the High Life music, so we know that. You know, we went to Cote d'Ivoire about 3 months ago, and everybody was talking about High Life, Jerry Hanson, Ramblers. They say Ramblers.